Now if you see in the channels, if you go to my channels, these are the channels I have created, and the last channel what I created is a demo channel. So we can go to this. Actually, there is one sharing option is there. In this you can select whether the channel you want to be a private channel or a public channel. So I have selected this share channel with everyone, so it is a public channel. So even if you go for public view, the channel will be visible. And if you see, these API keys are there. If you want to put any data in the channel, in the field of the channel, you have to use this key. This is the write key. And if you want to read any data, you have to use this read key. So this is the API key actually. So this API keys you have to use. And it's very simple. If you want to put the data, it's a simple HTTP push. Using HTTP protocol, you have to push the URL. So let us see that. So how to write the channel. So let us take this example. So I can use that API code in any of the machine. It can be a Raspberry Pi board. It can be ESP8266. Now I can, since I'm having a laptop here in the laptop itself, I can put. Let us see this. Let us see this browser. To take any browser, and in the browser you paste it. That you copy and paste it here. And now here you can see field 1 equal to 0. It means you want to put field 1, the data you want to put is 0. And let me put 10 here. So if I put here, if I trigger that, now if you go to the channel, if you go to the public view of the channel, you can see the data 10. Yeah, the data 10 is already posted in this. And now if you want to post another data, which is, let us say, the data I want to post is 17. You can see that. So the first data is 10 and the second data is 17. Like that you can keep on put some data. So here let me put 17, let me put 19. And let me put 20. So let me put 20. Nineteen data is there and 20 data has to come. So data 19 is successful. So 20 is not successful. One more time I will put that. Yeah, 20 is also successful. So like that, if you have a HTTP browser or HTTP app, you can write a code and then send whatever the data you want. And for example, it can be a sensor value can be taken, and that can be pushed using the HTTP push. In a Raspberry Pi board, you can interface a sensor and then take the value and then make this string. And in this string, after field 1, you put the sensor value and then send it. Then automatically the data will come to this dashboard. So this is the way you can post the data. Suppose for example, now you want to put the data in field 2. So here you can say field 2. So let me put some value, say 200. So here if you see, now the field 2 has to be 200. Yeah, the data is 200. And the next data, let me put some 300. So here also you can see the 6 is coming. So 300 is coming. So suppose if I put 170 here, I put 170, you can look here. 7 is coming. It means it's successful. You have posted 7 data. That is till now you have posted 7 data. That is the meaning of this. So if you go here, yeah, it has come actually. So 200, 300, and then 150 like that. You can put the data and how to read the data. So what is the code for that? If you go to this API keys, the code will be available here. And this code only you can copy and use it in the any system whatever you're using. So this is for write and this is for read and this is for also reading only. Let me use this third one I'm using. So if we take that, let me open another window. It is a browser only. So here fields 1 is there. It means I want to read field 1. This is equal to 2 means you want 2 data from the field 1. So if I put here, so now you got 2 data. One is field 1, 7th data is null, 6th data is null. So now let us say 5 data. So if you ask for 5 data, so it is coming 7 data, you can see 19, 20, and null is coming. Actually, whatever the post that is failed, it is coming as null actually. So now if I try for 8 data, so I'm getting all the data 10, 17, 19, 20, null. So if you see the channel, if you see the channel here, to verify whether the data I got is correct. So 10 is there, 17 is there, 19 is there, 20 is there. Now the data we got here is 10, 17, 19, 20. The remaining are null. Okay, so this is how we can read the data. And mostly there will be some unpredictable result because this is not a professional, this is not a cloud that will give a guaranteed service because it is an open source and free of cost. For academic purpose, we can use this IoT thinkspeak. And if you go for the professional version of IoT thinkspeak, then there will be a guarantee for the data. So this is how we can read the data, and then we can either you can write the data or read the data. So your thinkspeak, now it's very simple. You can create, suppose you have eight sensors and you want to log the data. What you need to do is you need a microcontroller where the 8 sensors will be read, and the sensor 1 data you have to put in the field 1, sensor 2 data you have to put in field 2. For that you write a code. In that code, this code whatever copied here has to be used as a URL string there, and that machine should support HTTP push. In the HTTP push, you can use that URL. Only now the data we are using our own data, but that sensor data will be concatenated there, and we can put it in that. And how we can do that using do this using Python, that we'll see in the next session.